Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is... Marianne von Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Seros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you. Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us. Hello. If you'll excuse me. Oh, hello, Professor. Was there something you needed? Oh, you like horses? I like them too. They're such kind creatures. It seems there were forces opposing the church, beyond Lord Lonato. I never thought such forces could exist in this world. I suppose that may be true. Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want, and some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for. Dear Goddess, hear my prayer. Please watch over Flame. Please protect her. May I ask a favor? Excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the battle of the Eagle and Lion? Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best. Good day, Professor. Well then, I should go. Dear Goddess, I ask for guidance. Professor, I suppose you came by to pray too? I see. That's why I'm here too. Oh, nothing specific. I only call upon the goddess to give thanks. Or perhaps to ask for protection. Anyhow, I should be on my way. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say. I'm not very good at talking to people. The truth is, I didn't interact with people too often before I came here. Oh, no particular reason. I'm simply not very good at it. That's just how I am. Thank you. I'm sorry. You shouldn't waste your time worrying about me. Please, just ignore me. I, have to be going now. Goodbye, Professor. A ball? I don't think I'll partake. Professor? There's something I need to say. Thank you. How should I put this? I don't seem to be getting along with everyone. I don't contribute much either. Am I a nuisance to you, Professor? If so, I'll leave. Of course, my adoptive father may not understand, but if I must... Oh, my adoptive father is one of the new nobles of the Alliance. His territory is to the north. He was a distant relative who took me in after my parents vanished. He's blessed with great drive and ambition. Some may go so far as to call it avarice. He wishes to marry me off to a powerful noble. That's why he sent me to the academy. If I left now, I'm sure he'd have a strong opinion about it. Sorry. I strayed away from the topic. I'm not good at telling stories either. Good. I'm glad. So, as I was saying, are you sure I'm not bothering you, Professor? so grateful to hear you say that. What I'm trying to say is, you should keep your distance. I'm more trouble than I'm worth. You only say that because you don't know the real me. I'm sorry, I have to go. Please be patient. I'll be done with my prayer in a moment. Dear Goddess, I beg thee. Oh! Professor? No, I'm the only one here. Well, more accurately, I'm the only human present. My bird friend is here as well. No, well, it's more like the bird is doing me a favor. They say if a man and a woman pray here, on this night, their wish will come true. At least, that's how the legend goes. It's a pigeon. A male pigeon. At least I think so. I thought he might count as a man. Well, I'd better be leaving. It seems my pigeon friend got impatient and flew away. No, it's fine. The goddess probably wouldn't accept a male pigeon anyway. Oh? Are you saying you'll pray with me, Professor? Thank you. If you have a wish for the future, let's pray for it, okay? Oh, me? Oh, nothing in particular. Let's pray for your wish. There must be something you want. Well? Hey! No need to tease me. Professor, I must be going now, but I'm glad I ran into you. I'll say a prayer for Gerald's soul. There's not much else I can do. Long ago, Saint Seros was gifted with a divine revelation from the goddess, as well as incredible power. Is that what happened to you too, Professor?
No way! The professor transformed before receiving any kind of divine revelation, right? Still, I wonder, does the fact that you've changed really mean you've been granted some kind of power?
If that's the case, then what sort of revelation can be gained from the ritual?
I'm guessing the revelation will just be a gentle reminder to use this new power to save the people of Fodlan. What else is there to say? You don't actually believe we're going to hear the voice of the goddess, do you?
Imagine making half the world your enemy for the sake of realizing your own ideals. Edelgard is so radiant and strong compared to someone like me. What if I have the power to change the world too? Even just a little bit. My adoptive father sent me here so our family name would be known. He doesn't care which side wins, the Empire or the Alliance. However, even if he tells me to come home, I intend to stay. I want to see this new world Edelgard dreams of. The tide of war is clearly favoring us, but Claude refuses to surrender. I wonder why that could be. I think you're probably right. I suppose even the very powerful can be irrational at times. Dear Goddess, I ask for guidance. Professor, you're always watching over me, aren't you? I've spent my entire life avoiding people. Speaking to others was so difficult for me, so I made a point to always be alone. Animals and the goddess were the only ones I could really open up to. Do you remember the time you asked what it was I prayed for? Yes, but that wasn't the case. Back then, I felt that my life served no purpose, and that I was nothing more than a burden. In truth, I was begging the goddess to take me to her. That was my daily prayer. But now I fear the idea of dying and being left alone. I have friends who accept me for who I am now, in spite of my crest. And I have you watching over me. I finally learned to accept the kindness and warmth of others. It's because of you, Professor. Because of you, I've decided to live. I'm sorry to have worried you, but I'm all right now. Even if I'm separated from you or any of my friends, the memories I've made here will give me the strength to continue on. Oh, I'm sure I'll have the strength to move forward if we're together. Dear Goddess, I wonder, was there really no way to end it without fighting Claude? You're probably right. I suppose the only thing I can do for him now is pray that he may rest in peace. Even though we're denying the doctrine and fighting the knights, I keep praying to the goddess. When I think about those who have fallen in battle, I have no choice but to pray. The goddess of the church may be a fallacy, but I'm sure she still exists in some form. I'm weak. I would be nothing without her. Dear goddess, dear goddess. For your safety, I'll do all I can to survive. But please, please don't die out there, Professor.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now.
One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love, as well as I love her.
I apologize for chasing after you. I really need to speak with you, but I can come back if now is not a good time. Thank you. You've always been so accepting of me. You've never rejected me for my flaws. You have given me the strength and courage to look forward to my future. But I won't know what to do with myself when the war has ended. When I'm gone, will I keep moving forward or back? Well, my adoptive father wants me to return home right away. Though he put all that talk of marrying me off to a powerful noble on hold. For now. Apparently, I'm being hailed as a hero back home. Can you imagine that? Me, a hero. And now my family wants me by their side so they can flaunt my new status about town. How silly. Even so, it is nice that my relationship with my adoptive father has improved. It is starting to feel as though I am a true daughter to him at last. No. I've been considering what would be the best course for my future, and... Well, here, please, won't you take this? I'm sorry for surprising you with this so suddenly. In truth, I've surprised even myself. It's unthinkable that someone who spent their entire life avoiding people could offer you a ring. But who I am now? It's all thanks to you. You've shown me a strength I didn't know I could possess. I wanted you to see how far I've come, and how much I've grown. I guess I wanted you to see me show a little bravery. I'm not asking you to marry me here and now. That would be a bit much, perhaps. Maybe we can just think of this as a promise that you will always be in my heart. What? Really? You would want to marry me? Even with all my flaws? You know... I'm stronger now, but I can grow even more if you stay by my side. I'll do everything in my power to support you, and I hope you will continue to support me as well. I love you so very deeply. Thank you for giving me the world. Can we really defeat someone who is willing to turn their back on the world just to uphold their own beliefs? I've spent my whole life running in fear, and now You're right. It's time to stop running. I'll fight with everything I've got. Valley of Torment. Valley of Torment. I once read a book full of legends surrounding Edelgard, but I can't seem to remember. It says that pillars of light fell and ravaged Edelgard. I was reminded of that when I saw it. Professor? Do you think those legends are true? I think so too. I don't know if the goddess really destroyed the valley out of anger, but there are still so many things we don't understand in this world. I never used to care whether I lived or died, but when I think of all those who died at Gronder, I realize how precious life truly is. I'm ashamed of how arrogant I was to think that death could mean so little. So if we win the war, will you become the ruler of Fodlan? You seem unsure, so I guess anything is possible. For what it's worth, I think you'd make a good ruler. You could bring peace to the land. I thought the war would end with Edelgard's defeat, but that wasn't the case. This may be premature, but I'm feeling a little relieved. I have to consider what I'll do with myself, and where I'll go when this war is finally over. I don't have an answer yet. Let's make sure the next battle puts an end to this war. That way, we can all move forward. Professor. And with that, we can finally enjoy a time of peace. I'm honored to have fought by your side. Even if you haven't made plans yet, I know you'll do your best, whatever your future may hold. If true, that's all thanks to you and our allies. Please let me know if there's anything more I can do.